actually is like being.
This is so authentic and raw. Like there's a literal fan on the bed.
Yeah.
What is the vibe, bro? Like we look crazy. It's cool though because it's real life. We are just gonna like have a real conversation.
Yeah.
We're just gonna continue our conversation, and then we're just gonna see what this turns into.
Yeah.
But should we start with a mensaje?
Yes,
I think we should both pull a message.
Okay.
From each deck, and then okay.
This beautiful
So,
arrangements.
So we're gonna just start with an oracle, because that just gives us like what each energy can channel for us right now, which is gonna be cool because like we're just two priest vibing, bro.
Right now, there's no. It's a free.
It's a free form. Yeah, it's a free world.
This is. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you certainly should
like,
get it how you live
but
it, you know?
like that's really comes. I'm gonna just say like because it's what we were just talking about. It's like it comes with like.
The territory.
It comes right like the unity within the union that has.
The union within gives me
like,
the right to do whatever I want to do, bro.
Whatever, bro. And that's.
And by whatever I want to do, I mean just like praise God in whichever form I see fit.
Yeah.
And heck yeah, I do with my partner. Go ahead, Dennis. You can shuffle that up. I'm feeling good today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so good today. Feeling so.
Yeah.
This is craziness.
Yeah, this is craziness. But
We were just being so dramatic.
we lifted the. Yeah. It's alright.
Awesome. Message reveal. Pleasure.
Guardian.
Hello, Venus and Mars. Hello, Venus and Mars. So I'm obviously channeling Venus today, and you're obviously channeling Mars.
Damn, yeah, this is...
We'll have to get back to you on the astrological movement, because I'm sure these two... This is going to be... How ironic is that?
Mm-hmm.
How ironic is that?
Wow.
Like, look at these two. This is divine union. This is divine union.
This is divine union. Look
Look
at the, like
he's
the...
like,
okay, hold
he's
up.
in his... Bro.
He's like holding
he's
his
aligned.
sword just with, like, peace. Like, just knowing, like, yeah, damn.
And really, like,
Feel
gender
like this
not
whole-
necessary, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, just, like, gender not necessary. This, like...
But this is, like... This energy
This
is,
energy
like,
is what I'm-
aligned.
Yeah.
And this energy is just, like, looking up, like... Take me there. Take me away.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy.
That's, like...
Yeah.
you know, like... Like...
Yeah.
Wow, that's so special.
That's special. That's special.
That's really special. I don't even really know if we need to really get... I don't know if... Well, let's put these up here on the table, but I don't even know, like, should we do book? Please chime in your thoughts about how we should carry this. Do you want to just extemporaneously talk about what you feel like you're channeling from that energy? Or do you want...
I feel like for like, since we just pulled it, like, I'd be interested to see what it says.
You read yours, because I think I've read the pleasure one, so we'll read Guardian first, because it's alphabetized. I think it'll be... You can also just... Like, so that's P, so you'll have to just go to, like... I think this one's alphabetized.
Cool.
That FG, so it's a little over.
Alright, so it says Guardian. The meaning is Jeanne d'Arc Jeanne d'Arc in full battle dress appears at your side to assist you in your current confrontation. Time is of the essence. You are needing to acquire the skills so you can be your own best guardian. Too much of your energy, time, health, and or resources has been leaking away. Right relationship with protection is required.
We were talking about protection.
That felt like kind of...
That's huge. Speak on that, Dennis. Speak on it.
Yeah, that's really been just what I mean. I feel like I'm coming out of it, like, I'm just right now. I'm like really having to just it's like the first. I'm like no identity is what it is, because like I will like just be like what it says, like where my energy, time, and health has been going, where my resources are leaking away. And the thing that keeps happening, it's like where I'm at, like where my soul really is at. It's like time is of the essence. Like I already am here, so it's now. It's like it's now or never. I'm needing to acquire the skills so I could be my own best guardian. And like it's really like place by place. Like just without. Yeah, that's.
And I just got such a beautiful download when you were reading that. And the way that you were communicating, like, how you were connecting with what you were reading, like, it just showed me that, like, what may seem frustrating is actually you activating your North Node. Because in your communication, it's almost like your natural response is to uplift the words of others. Which is very much, like, an intimately activated
okay,
North
that's
Node.
Kind of wild that you say that. I feel like, because I definitely... I feel
like you often
I've
are like passing the mic in
like,
your communication. Like sometimes I'm always like wanting you to be like, no, say like, what do you think objectively? And you're like, no, like let me look to somebody else who's always said it. And that's so powerful to see in the divine masculine energy, that awareness, of like the collaboration between two. It makes for a very balanced communication. Because when I'm not focusing on judgment and separation, I can really see that you're actually just looking to bring us back to the point. So then it's like just identifying where you are on the ship. Like if you're the person that brings us back,
then
that's just what you are.
Interesting.
That doesn't mean, because it's not a deficiency. If you don't have to only view it as one thing. You're not like tripped up. You're really just like, well, let's just go back to what we just read. And you're very like mantric. I don't know. Like it's like almost like a mantra when you recite things or when you're processing information. You're earth, so it's like it's in your body. I mean, you're just as much earth as you are water as you are fire. But you really do have a lot. You actually no, you're not. You have predominantly
earth. It's predominantly earth
and
fire.
But still, you really and truly do process in a mantric way. So it's almost like memory and through habitual like repetition. Like I'm seeing you just like when you get information, you're like. Like it's like everything you add just immediately vibrates, and I think that's why you're like a musician, or like that's why you're like into like the production of and synthesis of like already existing vibrations. Like your music doesn't ever really quite literally begin. You like make beginnings out of like chunks.
Yeah, damn. I feel like that's.
It's just you're gonna be in the natural flow of what the universe really is, which is like all dimensions all the time.
That's. I guess that's really is what it is. Like what I was saying. I think earlier in our conversation about like just needing to like this like North Node activation. I feel like if that's really like I'm here to I'm trying like or it's about alignment to what matters. Like it's like when some of the shit that's going on like right now and just everything like it's very. Like it is so time is of the essence, and we each are like bringing something so it's really just like aligning to source, aligning to like to your North Node, to just like waking up, like getting. So I feel like in that like it's like, I mean this is new territory, because it's like everything can actually just like dissolve. That's like that doesn't like
you felt the dissolve, like, in this like waning session.
So it's like, I feel like it could just be as free form like as it is. That's like
it's the new wave.
That's the new wave. It's
you're
like
gonna find yourself getting information and like well, looking at this. There's no production value. You don't even know like that we're looking in a mirror, or that like. It doesn't matter like really what I even look like. It's
no
just
way.
There's no way to identify it. It's just like more of the like. Verification that the work is being done. That really is all we need to know. And I hope that's what's delivered in this special feature today, on the channel.
For sure, because, the same, I mean, this is like,
Because as long as we were separating our activities, the longer the lack of fulfillment would come. So we didn't need to make the Hierophant and stop. We needed to make the Hierophant and keep being Slumpy and Biscuit, because hard prayer with a biscuit on it, or shit gets old but with a biscuit in it, could have been a whole different thing.
Damn, I mean,
Virgo St. North Node with a little side of Slumpy Mellow sausage would have been a different.
I mean, yeah, that's.
And it can be. We're still moving. We don't even,
like,
you know.
Yeah, that's. That's facts. It's
because
like,
you have boundaries. You can go into healthy union and support and interconnection.
Yeah, because it's actually like, what if there's like no real ego to it, where it's like
exactly
like like you were just talking about Drake and fucking Jack Harlow, same shit. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, this shit is stupid, but it's
shit
like,
could get wrapped up anytime, bro.
Yeah,
Yes, it doesn't
like,
really matter.
Just all doing this, and it's like,
right, where are we going?
Yeah.
I thought we were all here. It was so funny because he was like, genuinely, like, I thought we were all here chilling, bro, and then here you are going like this. Like, what's up with that? I'm just drunk, and you're going like this. Do we have somewhere to be? Why do you want me here? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Drake, like Halloween 2023. That doesn't even sound right. Oh wait, because it's not right. It's Halloween 2022.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Halloween 2023. Like, see y'all never. Like,
damn, classic.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait to get married in October.
I know. Yes.
I still know that's all gonna happen.
Like, yeah, like that's
exactly what we're walking into. It's like we're
that's.
So because we're gonna have a Halloween vibe like the whole time. Like our wedding's always just gonna be like spooky and vibey.
Yeah.
Activated.
Because it was about to be like Libra season. Like,
bro, it's about to be balanced.
It's about to be balanced. The early too. I feel like, and I'm just like getting like this energy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. The pleasure of the pleasure in the garden, bro.
Yeah, yes.
It's craziness. It's craziness.
Damn.
Keep going if you feel compelled to.
Weird. So it says, do you feel drained and exhausted after spending time with a certain person or people?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you skilled at setting boundaries that work for you, or is that unknown terrain?
Oop.
Perhaps you've been giving away parts of yourself that are rare, precious, and need to be held within and guarded from those who aren't respectful. Damn.
Exactly, bro. Because we had that whole conversation with like,
it's
the substances and things like that, and it's like some of those things need to be sacred. You need to have boundaries. Like, remember, you're keeping them out. Actually, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you when I'm at my most comfortable and connected to Source, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where you're not. If you put a boundary there, then the space can always feel good. If you don't put a boundary there, it can feel bad. It can feel whatever. It can just slosh. And then you're just like in the primordial soup of that.
Yeah. That's not. Damn. Yeah. Knowing what to share of yourself and what not to share is vital for you right now.
Woo! Let's pause on that sentence right now.
Yeah.
Run that back at a higher volume so they can hear, because this fan is loud.
Knowing what to share of yourself and what not to share is vital for you right now.
Well, can we speak to that one?
Yes. I feel like this whole conversation.
You will get exhausted in this time.
Yeah, like that's like that's having your source energy and just like, just run, not
giving no fucks, bro. I can't even imagine how painful that really can feel when you really find yourself in the throes of that. Where you're realizing like, we don't know what's going in and out, so everything's going in and out in all the wrong places. Like, Spirit's like, everything is fine. You just need to put up some boundaries. You just need to know what you need to be sharing in certain spaces and what you don't need to be sharing in certain spaces.
Yeah, because I feel
that's boundaries. It's like toxic. We were talking about this, like within your queer identity, right? Like the idea that coming out is, I think sometimes coming out can really like blend my own personal boundaries. Like if I were to have that, if I were to think I needed to have that sort of experience, like. It just seems like it would really like penetrate some boundaries, because I don't feel like if I know or can sense that something does not support the energy that I'm holding, it's not for you. You don't have to catch it. So what we are learning is we don't have to suffer. We don't have to make ourselves suffer by staying in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Because we think that it is owed to it. No, it's not. Like, the best parts of yourself you can keep for you, and that can just be okay.
Yeah.
That's the piggyback onto that, just the letting go of perception, you know? Really letting go of, like, what does it really matter what anybody really thinks about what you're doing? And that sounds so, like, cliche when it's being repeated in that way, but, like, really, though, like... Mm-hmm. People could never hear from me again, and even if that made me the worst person or an actually bad friend or like a shitty partner,
it really...
What does it actually really matter, though?
Damn.
It sucks, right? Like, doesn't it suck when you're on the other end of that and you're like, wait, somebody... But don't ever get caught slipping like that. Like, don't ever get... Like, you should not be so focused on anything else outside of you to where you would get caught slipping in that way.
Yeah. That's like, saying a lot. Like this guardian, like you need a like. You
need the guardian.
You need the guardian.
You need Mars
like,
to say.
You just like.
We're not taking that, and we're not, and we're not doing this, and we're not shit. This is because Mars is not a battler. Mars will battle. Mars will scrabble. That's what I heard. I'm channeling Mars right now, and Mars is like, look, I'm the security guard. Meaning, I'm really trying to guard. I'm not really trying to hit you with the security. Like, I'm really not... security guards, if they were often having to, like... You know?
For sure.
I think the idea is, like, we're trying to prevent it. So, like, the idea that it is guarded, more so than the actual, like... threat. Yes, the threat portion of it. Like, I don't know why Mars is saying this right now, but Mars is like, yes, there's a threat. I feel like this is going to be a channel message for later. It's like, yes, there may be a threat, but it doesn't... Like, it's still...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
Perceived threat doesn't trigger. I don't know why I'm gonna say perceived threat doesn't like trigger. Doesn't need to trigger like a response. You see what I mean? Like Mars isn't necessarily trying to be at war. Mars will govern war. If war is taking place, it would be Mars's domain. The aggression, right? Because we can have anger, so we can have that emotion in our preset and not be expressing anger. That's why Mars is trying to teach you where to protect your aggression, how you activate your emperor energy, like how you activate yourself. Like you can, because now, thank you, Spirit. This is how you're going to learn how to perceive a threat. Like you might be working in a really toxic work environment. Mm-hmm. Perceived threat. Yeah. But I don't necessarily need to go to war with myself. That's what we were mastering from Mars. Yeah. Mars, that was like a whole download that they just were just channeling.
That's I'm following that. That's like,
you see what I mean? You just mastered the collective. Like the Mars is saying, like collective just mastered being around the enemy and in peace, in the peace tent.
Calm in the storm.
Like Mars was like this. Mars is trying to tell y'all. I told y'all in another video. I think it's like my second or third video. Like Mars is a softie. Mars is like, no. Like I said, I'm the security guard.
Yeah.
I'm really more so the person who likes to watch y'all have fun and enjoy yourselves. Security guards like looking after things that feel secure. Yeah. It brings a sense of security, knowing that these people are conscious of wanting to be secure. Like, makes you feel secure. That's what Mars is really trying to feed off your sense of security. Yeah. More than it is trying to like have to really like bombs away. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why violence is really just cowardice. Like that's why like Mars is not. Yeah. Mars is not a coward. Mars is brave. Mars is bravery. Bravery says we don't need to go to war.
Yeah, it's like
bravery says we know how to.
The capacity to like go to these places. Everyone has the same capacity for violence or whatever. Like we were just talking about with like, whatever it is. It's like you don't have to be like like there's really the way also like shit is right now. It's like you don't like
there's a level of detachment. Age of Aquarium is gonna really help y'all out because after the Age of Pisces, everything was codependent, everything was blurred, everything was a wave. It was disgusting. That's why it's just like an ancestral pull.
And like I feel like no one was like there was a lot of just like or it's not even
That's why the medicine right now is separate like the idea of like independent energy, like not separate but independent identities of energy. Yeah. You can independently identify yourself in the Age of Aquarium, which means you're no longer gonna because like bro, like Aquarius says, okay, so there's a perceived threat and it may really piss you off, but does that actually have to correlate? Aquarius is able to say, does that have to correlate with how I respond though? Yeah. Like Aquarius is like, you're not worth it. Aquarius like invented the sound like you're literally not worth the time. That level of mental processing, like, but my mind is really just projecting a processing of like light bending. So really at the end of the day,
Bro,
I don't really have to do it.
What is enlightenment? It's like to
is
really
the ability to just be like in non-action, rendering to non-action. I'm not the thing.
One, you're not the thing. Yeah, it's like
it's that. It's like it's kind of embarrassing. Like it's so sad when you hear about like these people who cause like mass harm, and then you hear their story, and you're just like, well, that's stupid because it's such a cop out. It's like right, so everything was really horrible. You were as weird as we all can project, and then we can all just project. Yeah, that's what makes your story actually very ununique. Because you're exactly what we thought. We could have predicted it. Yeah, we know exactly what you were like. That's why you find yourself in... Some of y'all needed to hear that. Like, we know exactly what you're like because of the situations you find yourself in. Right. Some of y'all are realizing you were causing war everywhere, and you realize in a very humbling way, like, you're now able to reflect back and look at how humbling it is that you, like, walked and started a war.
Yeah, that's...
When you should have fallen back.
Yeah, that's really...
I connected with that collective.
Yeah, that's a real...
Some of y'all really need to hear that. When Aquarius says, okay, but... So, let me just say, what if this is all happening and you actually don't have to do anything, though?
Yeah. Then what are you... I feel like it's also, like, with that question, it's like, what can you do then? Like, what are you able to do? Like, how does that, like...
Exactly.
Free you
the
or
expansion
not,
of Uranus, right? What does that mean? Does that always have to be a reductive thing? Does that always mean we're stuck? Is it always a bad thing? Like
even just it being a question, it's like just ask yourself, like, and then it's like let that echo, like, and let it just like answer.
And that's
itself.
Aquarius. That's the future. We're gonna let it echo.
Damn.
Maybe sometimes the idea is that the experiences you're going through are just meant to reverberate, to just stand as true for what you experience. Without necessarily having to dictate the destiny. Do you realize that, like, some of us are coming out of cycles where we're like, whoa, I really made all that happen. Like, destiny is a very particular thing, and we code it with a lot more. I'm seeing, like, a pig in a blanket. That's a disgusting analogy, but I'm seeing, like, there's the weenie, and then there's the thick, like, dough all around it, and you're eating really, like, a bread roll with, like, a little... For a Taurus moon, it's a weird vibe. Like, it's a disgusting thought, but that's what I'm really seeing in regards to the way that we've been realizing, like, some of y'all are adding all this stuff, are also having the awareness of, like, how much you added to your destiny. Because remember we talked about the soul calling? It's coming out. Everybody's... I said 222 at the time I said that. The soul calling, it's everybody's coming out. So you can't hide. So I told you it might be it's a tower moment because a lot of you are also really misaligned. So getting your soul revealed, it's like queer awakening. Remember we talked about this. So because that's what's happening, and now we're getting realigned, like, now, you're going to have this opportunity to really reflect on this, and really sit here and be like, oh, okay, so I get it. I was over here living a life saying, like, this is my destiny and this is really connected to me and and then now you're seeing yourself in a circumstance of life where it's like, oh, only this real thing is true for me. So maybe everything else was, like, kind of illusory. And it's not a bad thing because that's what the point of life is, but it was still illusory.
Yeah, there's the acceptance of, like, you gotta swallow that pill, like, and just let it lie.
Let it lie.
Let
it lie is the T.
That's
a Mars that knows how to let it lie is an ascended Mars, no matter what, whether you're in fire, whether, you know what I mean, whether Mars and Aries, which is what we got right now. Mars and Aries, I think, is gonna shock some of y'all because Aries is trying to ascended Aries. That's here. Mars is the most ascended vibration of that energy. Duh, it's the actual planet. So Aries is calm. Aries is not. Aries is Aries is the child genius. Aries is the kid that already connected the dots and started singing at age 2. Aries is the kid that's like the prodigy at 6. The piano prodigy at 6. That's Aries.
On some like.
On some like connected to the divine, like literally God in its purest form.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
And this is like Aries as a teenager. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I was just gonna read the meditation because I feel like like it's like when you I don't know, I read it, but I just know that's what you need because it's like you gotta let it lie. So
yes, we're gonna need meditation. Thank you, Dennis, for grounding us in that.
Find a time and place when and where you will not be disturbed. Stand, sit, or lie comfortably with your spine straight and close your eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale by forcing all the air out of your lungs. Take a deep breath and exhale a little and stop. Then exhale a little more and stop. Then exhale a little more and stop. Then exhale the rest. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly and easily. see, sense, or feel a farm. It could be a farm that you know or one that exists in your imagination. Take a deep breath, and as you release it, breathe into the farm so that the image or sense or feel of it becomes stronger. Take another deep breath, and as you release it, breathe into the farm, evoking all the smells so it becomes even stronger. Take a last deep breath, and as you release it, breathe into the farm so that it becomes stronger still. Now hold on to that image, feeling, or sense of the farm. Allow yourself to enter that farm. You can smell the earth. It is spring, and the plowing has just begun. You begin to walk around and notice a young peasant woman with her skirts tied up so she can move freely. She notices you and comes over to greet you. She tells you, damn, I didn't realize these meditations are. I'm a pause on the meditation. Just, yeah.
Dang, bro, that was 255 energy. You just like crashed my. I was ready to meet the handmaiden.
Damn, and the only thing I just like, wow, I'm sorry, that was like, maybe I didn't have to go there, but I just like.
It's okay, we're having an awareness, right? Let it lie, bro.
Let it lie.
You should have let it lie, dude.
Yeah,
because you were over here being like, you walked up and said, war!
I thought the meditation was actually about to be something different. So I was like...
I was meditating. You were also going through the breathing technique so fast. You were like,
no, I know,
breathe
that's
in,
why
breathe out, breathe out.
I thought it was going to be... I thought it said meditation as like, it was about to be like, just like... I didn't know I was going to be guiding a meditation, so I was
I was the next to you, like...
I wasn't prepared. It was like 4 more pages. So I was like...
It's okay. Well... That's the perfect message, though. That's like, this is like why it's so raw and organic, because that's exactly, this is what Dennis needed to do in that moment to really get the highest guidance. He needed to just you gotta let it lie. Yeah. And that's all good, bro.
That's what it is.
It's all good.
I would smile and,
it's all good, homie.
But...
That was great.
It is.
So, Mars and Venus with the message.
Yes, Mars and Venus. As... Oh, snap.
Nikita.
This. Oh, it's gorgeous, bro.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous out.
Yeah.
How are we feeling? Angel Tarot.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sick. We should probably do some sort of spread each of us. You want to do like a 1-card spread?
Let's do another. That like I feel like just like one energy can lessen so much.
Yeah, because we don't.
Because it's like the conversation. It's already kind of all just like flowing.
But these are just to reinforce what we've already been talking about. Yeah. But that was crazy, dude. I love that Oracle of the Grail Code. It's actually a really cool deck.
Yeah.
It's new to me, but not a new deck. But I love it so much. Yeah. And this is another deck that I've like. I was like, thought I was being like really mainstream getting it, but this deck is lit. She like broke down a 4th wall with like really providing like actual just, words, descriptions of what her art intends for the energy to mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2, but you can go ahead.
Alright. Just got.
Oh my god, beautiful. Let's get the bottom of our decks. Okay. This is such a beautiful. So the message for both of us is about the 6 of Earth, and it says gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So that's phenomenal. Okay. This union is bringing in the balance, because when you actually pull your resources together, and I'm not just talking about your money, I'm talking about your spiritual resources, and give the people the actual future, which is like partnerships that look like this, no production value, just like entertained off rip.
Yeah. Damn.
Imitate off of your own personal work to do. Yeah.
This is like, we're
about to be very, very wealthy
the way
for
I feel
this.
right
We've
now,
tapped
like,
into
the way I feel stepping into this also, just like, it's like kind of like, yeah, it's like actually this is how to actually activate like all these. Yes, I just feel like it's like there's the like, yeah, it's like completely like, if you whatever you envision for yourself, like even if it's, or not even you envision, it's like what your soul's like taking you, like it may be like somewhere that you don't even know, like you couldn't conceive, but when you see it, it's also just like there's the step to get there is you just become it, you evolve, and it's like you're gonna go through the evolution and whatever, like, and I feel like, yeah, so it's like activating like magician energy, like to actually be a magician, you gotta like be in the ring, to just like
you have to step in,
you have to
have a magic
like,
show.
Yeah, because
this is our magic show. That's the title, bro. Welcome to our magic show.
Yo, because it's I was just reading it because it says you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical.
Show these.
Let's take a look. That's the magician. What does it say?
Archangel Raphael? Raziel.
Raziel. That's, I don't know.
Check him out, bro. Yeah, dude, this is huge because this is like a composite message, because we've manifested, our magician has manifested the transformation of total unity consciousness. The journey from the knight to the king is essentially being a single man to a married man, right?
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Forget gender, but you see what I mean? A single person to a non-single person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also look at the separation from elements. Like before, he had to like, he always had an escape route. Like he wasn't full merman. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before, he wasn't fully one of the elements. He wasn't one with the sea. He was really just a man. He was transitioning. So this is the journey. My message was that there was a journey from being like half in, half out, to now having the full picture. Now he's actually just homies with the same dolphins and stuff that we're trying to get him to fully commit to, because he could do it. His other thing is like, wait, but I need air, and they're like, no, activate your full power, bro. You actually just can do both. You don't have to only stick to one because you can't, because you don't think you actually can do both. That's what I'm hearing the message is. And your magician manifested that because it literally was the knight to the king, you know? So you're going from falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and invitation to a social event, our literal freaking marriage, bro.
I feel like this is a union right here.
This is the
union.
Feels like this is the wedding.
Yeah, just like like.
And then it goes, King of Water, open your heart and mind to those around you. This is the union. When you actually open your mind, he just goes underwater and he realizes like there's no need to be separate.
Yeah.
Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. That's us going into mission. When you come into union, you go into mission.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's what's been manifested. This is year 6, bro. This is our year 6.
Yeah,
this is 2022 in the Gregorian world, but for us, we're like about to enter year 6 next month. This is what's coming in. New careers, receiving or paying off debts, very much all coming, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balance.
So,
that's the message. I think that's great, bro. We want to get the content out. We don't want to.
Yeah. It's not about anything.
It's not really about all that. So, thank you guys. Bye.